Good morning, people. It is Friday morning. Today's going to be a pretty busy day, so I'm going to bring you along again, show you everything I do. One of my friends is home from England, so I'm going to train twice today. So I'm going to train with him in the morning and I'm going to do my normal training in the evening. So that's why I'm up early now. I'm heading into the bodybuilding in Limerick to train with him. So we saw my breakfast there. It's just going to be 3 rice cakes and banana and some peanut butter, just to keep it light. Fucking sun is in my eyes, man. Just to keep my stomach pretty empty, and there's a small few carbs just as a pre-workout. And as well as that, when you add fat to your meal with your carbs, it slows down the digestion of the actual carbs, so they'll last longer, but it's only a small few anyway. So we're going to get breakfast after and I will show you that. So I'm saving my calories for that too. Back from Limerick now. That place we ate there was called The Buttery. It's in Limerick City, and I highly recommend that for anyone who wants to kind of get lunch or breakfast even. It's linked with the bodybuilding gym that we were in there, so they have like recommended meals. I don't know, they're healthy or something like that, but yeah, that was tastes unreal and really healthy, good quality food. So The Buttery, yeah, highly recommend that. I spent the full morning videoing and vlogging, and now I realise I have bed here. Jesus Christ. Right, so what I want to do with these videos, as always, is sit down and talk to the camera for 2 or 3 minutes and try and give out some bit of knowledge, try and give out some bit of useful content and information, along with all the eating and the training, and people can learn from that. But today I want to talk about something that is kind of a given in our society, and people brush it aside because they don't want to know the actual reality behind it, but it's alcohol consumption and alcohol in training and the effects of it. So given that we live in Ireland, Ireland is one of Europe's leading alcohol consumption countries. I think it's accepted now that people go out on the weekends. It's the norm. There are some major downsides to it, and it can affect your results and your training big time. Mainly, like, besides the training and facts of that, a high level of alcohol consumption always will lead to cardiovascular disease, liver and kidney damage, any sort of diabetes and cancers. So like, that's the broad picture, that a high level of consumption will lead to that. So of course, in moderation and in balance with a healthy lifestyle, alcohol consumption is fine and you can get away with it. But when it comes down to the nutrition side of it, a lot of people don't understand why they can do 5-6 days of great eating and training, and then when they go out on a Saturday or Sunday night, they wake up Monday, they wake up Tuesday, if it's a very bad session, and like the scales is completely turned, they look shit, they feel shit. And really, this is because alcohol, for a sense of the word, it's like a poison. When we drink it, it goes to our kidneys and liver, and the body's water is sent to the kidneys to try and metabolize that. So straight away we're becoming dehydrated. And you know yourself, when you wake up next morning, that's what your hangover is, it's dehydration. So that's why it's so hard hitting on the kidneys. It's because they're being overworked. When the alcohol is taken in, the water's rushed and it's trying to break it down. So that's the biggest downside, dehydration. Then in return, that'll affect your body weight, it'll affect your mood, it'll affect your training. So the cure hangover is to drink plenty of water. That night when you are drinking, now it's easier said than done after a few pints, but keeping hydration, so keeping your level of water high is key. And before you go to bed, try and swamp as much water as you can, and in the morning and throughout the day, keep drinking water because your body is gasping for it. Another big downside is how it alters your perception and your judgment. Like, I'm a big culprit for this, where I say I'll only go for 1 or 2 in the past, and then my perception is I'll only have 2, I'll have 1 more, I'll have 1 more, and it ends up being a full night session. So that's a big thing. And then of course, we're all a culprit for, after a night out, is the abracadabra or the chipper. So aside from the actual calories in the drink, which I'll talk about in a second, it's the additional calories that you will eat after you go drinking. It's that doner kebab or that pizza that you order after, which can backlog a load of calories onto your night. So as far as calories in it, everyone knows that it's empty calories in actual alcohol. So there's no actual protein, carbs or fats in them. It's empty calories, but that doesn't mean they don't count. There's 7 calories per % of alcohol. So me, especially when I was in college in first year, I was under the impression that I'll just drink vodka and have water or have a My Waddy mixer and I'll be fine. Whereas your standard 70cl of vodka has nearly 500, 600, 700 calories in it. So I didn't know that at the time, and that was really setting me back a huge amount. As far as wine, an average glass of wine is about 100 calories. A pint of beer is, depending on the brand, can be 180 to 250 calories, with roughly about 20 grams of carbs. And a pint of Guinness is usually 200 calories, with about between 17 and 20 grams of carbs. So really, you can see, if you're able to go out and have 1 or 2 pints, it's manageable. You can fit them in. So I'm not telling people not to go out and to abstain from alcohol. Like, if you want to go out on a Friday night, you can do that once you fit them into your weekly budget of calories, and once you're able to stick to your protocol of 1 or 2, which again is not as easy as it sounds. Like, an end goal is key for that. You have to have a purpose in your training. Now, the biggest culprit, and the one that I really want people to know, is cider and, just for example, Orchard Thieves. Now, actually, I looked it up. A pint of Orchard Thieves 304 calories with 61 grams of carbs, which is sugar. Now that's 1 pint. Now we have to take into account the person itself, who can easily take 10 or 12 pints on a night out, no problem. And if it's a 2-day session, then it's just a write-off. Well, I'm actually going to show you what 61 grams of carbs, 61 grams of sugar looks like, and this will be 1 pint of cider. So in 1 pint, this is the amount of sugar that you're going to be taking. That's 60. So that's 1 pint. Let me get it here. That's 1 pint of Orchard Thieves. So that's 61 grams of sugar. Now multiply that by 10 or 12, whatever your session is, however good a drinker you are, and that's a huge amount. There's nothing healthy about that, and really that much sugar in your diet is like, there's no justifying it. I cannot give you a reason how that would be okay, because it's not. So again, I'm not telling you not to go drinking. I'm just trying to make people aware of the effects. It can be fitted in. Now personally, I don't drink that much anymore. It doesn't really suit me. I was never a big fan of it. I always kind of just jumped in the bandwagon with everyone else. And I know people love to go out on a Friday or a Saturday night with their friends after work. So hopefully this can help you in some way. Make a smart choice. If you are a 2 or 3 night person, maybe cut it back to 1 night. Change your drink maybe. Always use a sugar-free mixer or a MyWadi or something like that, just so you're not adding additional calories onto that. So that's just a quick spiel on alcohol and training. It's up to you really. No one can make you not drink. I can't make you not drink, but I can inform you on the downfalls and the pitfalls of it, and hopefully you can make a better choice on the night out. So this is going to be this meal. It's really simple. It's just a chicken breast, 290 grams of white potato and broccoli. This comes out to like 350 calories, 45 carb, 37 protein, 2 fat, I think. The breakfast this morning I had was pretty fat and protein dominated, so I have a lot of carbs to catch up on. So that's how you fit it in really. I went for like a low fat option here because I had most of my fats this morning. So this is going to be a pre-workout for me. Really easy, 2 rice cakes, milk chocolate ones, just for more simple sugars and carbs before I train, and a black coffee. This is my 3rd one today. Don't judge me. So just back from the gym. This is going to be my post-workout meal. I have a tomato and basil wrap, the one that was in the pizza recipe, the video before this. The chicken and vegetables just cooked there, you saw in the pan. And I'm going to use some of this classic barbecue sauce as a base. So I'm going to do like a barbecue chicken wrap. And that's it, post-workout, easy. So for the last meal of the day, it's going to be the same as the last video, because this is literally what I have every night before I go to bed. It is 70 grams of porridge that I've made there, just normally in the microwave, with some mixed berries and some whey and some cinnamon as well. So it looks like this. So that's it. I bet that click was shit. So I'm going to call it a day at that. Hopefully you learned something new from this video. Hopefully you can take some knowledge from this and apply it to your own life. If you find this helpful, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel and share it with someone who needs the help. And until next time, I'll see you.